This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. If you were watching on Thursday, you'll have seen the review I did of this rather fantastic little pedal, the TC Electronic Amp1 JIMS45 pedal. Essentially a bunch of old school Marshall JTM45 flavoured tones in a very affordable little pedal package. About 100 quid these are. If you missed that video, then here's a little reminder. And I said in that video that today what we're going to be doing is pitting this bunch of rather lovely Marshall tones against the Marshall tones that I usually rely on in this amp here, my BluGuitar Amp1 Mercury Edition. Typically I tend to use the vintage channel on that amp, which is a very sort of old school Marshall plexi tone. Now I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that you can call a JTM45 a plexi amp because it has that sort of plexiglass control panel, I think. I might be wrong on that, but let me know in the comments. But usually when people refer to a Marshall plexi, inevitably they're talking about the 1959. I'm not going to say 1959 because that sounds like a year, and it's not the year, it's just the Marshall model number. And I think the BluGuitar Amp1 does a rather sterling job at recreating those sort of tones. So let's hear how the BluGuitar Amp1 and the JIMS45 pedal measure up against each other. This is the signal path that I used. I came out of the guitar and went into a splitter pedal. The two outputs on the splitter pedal, one went to the JIMS45 pedal, the other went to the BluGuitar Amp1. The outputs from the pedal and the amp went into both of the inputs on my Behringer interface and were recorded into Reaper. So what comes next is you're not hearing two performances, one through the amp and one through the pedal. You're hearing the same performance which was simultaneously recorded through both, shown back to back. So here's some sound clips. different, aren't they? I'm not going to say I prefer one to the other. I can't, well, maybe my heart belongs to the BluGuitar Amp1, but I think this pedal here does that sort of JTM45 tone, which the combo version of that amp, of course, was the amp that Eric Clapton used on his Blues Breakers Beano album. I've tried getting that tone out of the BluGuitar Amp1, and it gets close, but I think this gets a lot closer. So that alone makes this worth having. You heard the guitar tones there, you know, completely dry without any, you know, reverb or delay or anything like that. But usually when I record, I add a little bit of delay and a little bit of reverb because that's just what I like to hear. So I did a bit more of an inner mix comparison. Here's me playing a little blues solo. Again, same signal path as before. Same performance recorded simultaneously into this and into this, and let's hear how they compare. And of course I normalized all of the audio there, so the pedal wasn't louder than the amp or vice versa. And again, I can't pick a favorite. You know, I like the old school kind of blues breakers-y kind of tone that comes out of this. But I also like the guitar tone that I get dialed in on the BluGuitar Amp1. I don't think I'm going to be, you know, swapping it out anytime soon. But as I say, these pedals are only about 100 quid. And given that so many people, you know, really chase that Beano tone, you know, that kind of Blues Breakers Les Paul into a steaming Marshall combo tone. Given that so many people seem to chase that tone, then, you know, this seems just like an obvious candidate to just nail it, I think. I have heard some people talking about this pedal and saying, yeah, it sounds a little bit digital and it sounds a little bit clinical. I didn't find that at all. Could you hear that in the demonstrations and the comparisons there? Let me know in the comments if you did perceive that. Personally, I didn't, and you know, I only bought this just basically to do a bunch of videos with it and then possibly move it on. But this is going nowhere. You know, it's just anytime I want that sort of a different flavour of Marshall tone, shall we say, then this is what I'm going to be hooking up. I'm really impressed with it. Anyway, folks, that is the video for today. My little comparison between the TC Electronic Amp1 JIMS45 pedal and the BluGuitar Amp1 Mercury Edition. Make of it what you will. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Oh, by the way, that solo, I meant to say, that little bluesy solo, full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track to play along with as well. As usual, all up on my Patreon page. And as I'm sure you know, $3 or £3 a month gets you access to all of those additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. And a massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all down in the description. I will also just mention that that jam track is one of the one of the jam tracks, one of the many jam tracks that comes with my new book that you heard about at the beginning of the video, the Blues Guitar Bible. So, you know, link in the description if you're interested in that. But that is it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like as well while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. Beer, chat. It's a great way to kick off the weekend. What's not to like about that? And I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.